Hey, what's up? It's Passio. I'm here to show you around the monk mode template. When you open up monk mode for the first time, you will be met with this dashboard page. I like to compare it with having a second brain, so to speak. It doesn't have too many functionalities, but what it does have is 3 sections: isolation, introspection, and improvement. This needs to go here. There we go. And in these sections, you will be able to customize and fill out your own pages. So you can kind of use this as a place to store everything you need while you're in monk mode, right? So first of all, what you want to do is obviously watch the get started video. But after doing that, you want to take a look at all these folders, make sure that they fit your needs, create your own if you need to do that. These are the things that I work with: meditation, reflection, reading, exercise, and so forth. Inside each header, let's call it that, the isolation header, you will find links to all these sub pages. So these projects will have all my projects in here. You can even create a custom database to host your projects. Do it how you want. The point of having these sub pages before you get into the actual sub pages is to have a quick link from the cycle dashboard that I will show you in a minute, so you can quickly access your pages from there. Now, the monk mode template is built up very simply. What you do is you add a new cycle. Each cycle is 1 month, so 31 days. And so to avoid having February and other days with 30 days in it, I just set it to be 31 days by default. So what you want to do is click add new cycle, and you can have infinite amount of cycles. And the idea is that you run through a cycle and then you decide if you want to go monk mode for another cycle. You can go monk mode for the entire year if you want. Just do 12 cycles a year. So when you enter your first cycle, you will be met with this rather empty page that you now need to set up. If we just take a look over here, you will have your non-negotiables, which is the things that you need to do or refrain from that are non-negotiable. I have a whole separate guide on this section, so for now we're not gonna get into that. On the left-hand side, you will see your monk mode status window. What you need to do here, first of all, before you do anything else, is set the current date, the date that you start your monk mode. Simply open it up, hide these 6 properties, and click start date. So it's the 5th of January today, so this is my start date. And then it will automatically calculate 31 days from the date that you set. And this will also give you a day count. So I'm on day 0 out of 31. I have 31 days left in my cycle, and it also gives me the ending date. So this will automatically update as you go. Below here, you'll find your top level goals, and this is simple. Just add your goals and say, I want to get fit. I want to learn to be alone. Whatever your goals are, you simply add them here by clicking add new goal. And the same functionality basically goes with tasks. New task, another task. This gives you a quick and easy overview to kind of see, right? See your tasks and your top level goals. Now, the headings that I talked about earlier, the isolation, introspection, and improvement, they will be sticky on top of the dashboard here. So you can always access your stuff. So as you get acquainted with what sub pages live where, you'll be able to see, okay, so I need to go to my isolation pages, and you'll be taken to that menu. Okay, so work on some projects, boom. And if you go back into the cycle, you will also have a button for going home, monk mode home. Now, where it gets interesting is the schedule. You have 2 options to create a schedule. You can generate a simple schedule, which will outline the 4 weeks of your monk mode. If you open them up, you will be able to set goals for each week. And the benefit of having all these in one box is that you can simply work on all 4 of them at the same time, right? So let's say I have these goals. Well, there are some tasks to those goals. So I can basically plan out my entire month of monk mode in one simple view. And if you open up the specific days, you'll be able to add tasks inside the days. If you are looking for a way to plan out your days even more, what you can do is, let's just close this. What you can do is you can add a time boxing schedule as well. And this is basically the same thing. The difference is just that it will give you every hour of the day to plan out. So this will say 8 a.m. and then you write your task. This will say 8:30 a.m. and it will outline every single hour of the day in 30-minute intervals for you. Now this is the place that you plan, and if you go below, you have some pins that you can add wherever you want to. You can add new pins as well. Basically do it how you want. So yeah, this is basically how it works. I'll just give you a quick rundown of the non-negotiables. It's basically a recurring box. So when you click off all the non-negotiables for that day, I did all of them, then it simply disappears and then reappears the next day automatically with fresh boxes to tick. And this is basically the template. It's built to be simple, it's built to be usable. And the idea is just that you check in every day, you open up this page and make sure that you're on the right track to accomplish whatever you want to accomplish with monk mode. And all your second brain stuff that you need to organize or track, you keep in these sub pages. Just take you back so I can show you here. There we go. And when you have done your first cycle, your first month of monk mode, you can decide whether to do another one. Simply click add new cycle. Now, the final thing that I want to show you is that you can set a default template when you create a new cycle. As I showed you before, it will be empty when you just create a new one. If you want to have specific, I don't know, tasks that are applicable to every monk mode cycle that you do, what you do is you just create a new cycle like I just did. You add all the stuff that you want to have sticky or have in the template. And you basically go back. Let's say I edited this and I want this specific cycle to be my template. So every time I click this, I want this specific cycle with pre-set and default stuff inside. What I do is I click on the configure template, open that up, and in here is where the template lives. So every time you click the button, it will duplicate this version. So if you want to change that, what you just do is create the new version as you like, simply drag and drop it inside, and then you just delete the other one. And now you have a new template that you can work with that will be specific to your needs. So that's how you use the monk mode template. If you have any questions or anything, just let me know. Peace.